Danielle Emanuele joined by Gareth Wheeler and Adrian Serioux here at the Kia training ground. Sunday was the dress rehearsal. Thursday will be the real deal. It's the first game of the 2015 MLS Cup playoffs, and Toronto FC will be taking on the Montreal Impact. The 401 Derby story continues. How is this all going to unfold?
Hopefully in a favor where it's working for Toronto FC, but if you look at their past game, it's, I guess, where it's going to work, where they were able to adjust and figure out where they went wrong in the game. There's a couple moments where they were playing spectacular football. The end of the first half to get that goal to lead 1-0 going into half was so important, but then to come out so flat in the second half and to know that there's only one guy you have to keep an eye on, and you were unable to do that. And with this turnaround being so quick, you're going to address your issues, but at the same time, know what you have to work on to make sure that you keep Montreal on their back foot, because this is do or die. There's no more room for error. You have to approach this game like it's your last, and hopefully they do so.
Well, we know this is a game of inches. Yes, the scoreline reflected 2-1 for the Impact, but there were multiple chances that went in Toronto FC's favor.
And that's a storyline I don't think is being told enough coming out of the game, is how many chances TFC had. Robbie Findlay probably should have buried his chance, the header in the first half. Michael Bradley went off the bar. It's not as if TFC didn't have any chances in that game. And when I was watching it play out, it really could have been like a 4-3, 5-4 type of game. So I know the focus is controlling Didier Drogba. He's the target man, as well as Piatti, who is dangerous when he come inside, outside, playing down the wings as well. But if TFC is more clinical in front of goal, I think a lot of the problems are kind of pushed to the side. And that's been a recurring theme in recent weeks, TFC not finishing their chances. But the good thing for this team is they're creating a whole lot, and that's something to build off heading into Thursday.
So Giovinco won the Golden Boot this year, but he needs to be the one that's relied upon to really shine in this matchup.
He is. Obviously, a lot of fans would say that he is Toronto FC right now. He is the face of the franchise, but that's putting a lot of pressure on him. I think the team is stacked with a lot of quality. Like Gareth said, he talked about the opportunities that they had in the match, that these players can be clinical in front of the net. And then we might be telling a different story about these are the players to watch. So hopefully they understand the kind of pressure that Giovinco is going to be brought to in the game, but at the same time, that could be alleviating a lot of opportunities for you and opening up spaces. So just make sure when you are given that opportunity, like Gareth said, they have to be, and I think that was my key leading up to that game. Become more clinical in front of that. It's so important. The chances aren't going to come that often, but when they do arise, you have to make sure that that is in the back of the net.
That is true, because I guess it distracted the attention from Josie Altidore, which left him open for that goal for Toronto FC. But
they were triple teaming him the entire game. So here's the question: what does Toronto FC do differently in this match? And I still think there's a whole lot of positive. Like, there was this weird negativity coming from some circles in Major League Soccer coming out of that match, saying, well, TFC finished 6th place. It doesn't matter. You're in the playoffs now. Never mind that, other than the top 2 teams in MLS, which were the New York Red Bulls and FC Dallas, only 4 points separate the other 10 teams who are in the playoffs this year. So for me, it's anyone's game. And that sort of negativity, push it to the side. TFC got the matchup they want. I think that the Impact are a beatable team. The New England Revolution was the team that I was concerned that they'd end up playing against, because they have so much firepower. I think the Impact are a good matchup, but I think there could be potential changes in the Toronto FC starting 11. We'll see if the center back duo of Josh Williams and Ahmed Kantari remain intact. Also, we'll see what he does to his right midfield position, whether Robbie Findlay will be preferable or a player he relied upon all season long in Marky Delgado. These are the changes that I am going to be looking to see if they go down heading into Thursday night. But if you're TFC, this is a good matchup for you. You're playing in Canada. You don't have to cross the border. I don't know. It's going to be an electric atmosphere Thursday night, and I think the TFC is the players that are ready to rise to the challenge.
Are you guys ready to rise to the challenge? Gareth and Adrian will be traveling to Montreal as well. They will be doing your call on TSN 1050, so make sure you tune into that, because these guys haven't been on radio all season, so it's going to be a joyous occasion. Also, TFC will be taking on the Impact. Of course, that is the main event, airing on TSN, 7 o'clock kickoff.